Hey guys, my name is Brady Walton. My husband Matt's the cameraman, and we're going to do a series of videos about a piece of property that we purchased. We found a lot of inspiration from other YouTubers, and so we just wanted to give back and kind of share what we were doing. So we found almost 5 acres of land on Foreclosure.com back in the summer. We live in central Oklahoma, and so we bought it. We've been out here 2.5 months, and the land obviously is a repo. It's pretty rough. The people that lived out here before like to steal stuff to get copper and metal, and so there was just a bunch of trash that was left everywhere. The bank hired bulldozers to come in and clean out some stuff, but they didn't do a very good job. So there's just these big mounds of dirt with crap in it everywhere. So the property has a 960 square foot metal building on it that we're going to convert into a living quarters for us and our 4 kids. That range in age from 10 years old to almost 10 months old. And so the property has just under 5 acres with utilities, and we got it all for roughly $10,000. So it was a great steal. So this is the place. We'll show you. You can see some of what we're talking about as far as the trash. This area was a lot worse when we got in. We've done work on this already, and it still looks like that. So over here is the metal building that we're going to convert. Like I said, it's 960 square feet. It's just a typical pole barn with a cement slab floor in it. When we got here, it was not connected to any electric or water. We lived here for 6 weeks with 4 kids with no electricity, so we really got to experience off-the-grid living. A friend of ours who is a licensed electrician came out one day and temporarily hooked us up for some electric, so we have some plug-ins and stuff in there. We finally got a fridge. 6 weeks with no fridge was probably the hardest part about everything. We still don't have water. Whoever stole everything off of the well, everything off of our electric, and so we're still waiting to get a well guy out here. The bulldozers kind of screwed up stuff around our well, so we're going to have to use a backhoe to clear away some dirt and debris so that we can build another well house and get our well operational. So for now, we've been hauling water in great big 5-gallon jugs that we got from Sam's. So this is the building. It's a bit of a mess right now, but this is how we've been living. What we did is we went on Craigslist and looked for cabin tents. We found this gigantic cabin tent, $425 used. They're regularly $300 bucks. What's great about it is it's big enough that our beds fit in it. So we're not sleeping on air mattresses. We actually have our beds inside of there. We set up a living area with our couches and our stuff. Like I said, everything's really messy right now, so excuse the mess. We have a makeshift kitchen area. Another thing that's been really kind of hard to organize and set up has been washing dishes and all of that stuff. Right now we're waiting on a small loan that we took out against the property to close. We're going to use that to finish in the building. It's going to be really simple. We're actually just going to have 1 bedroom put in, a bathroom, a kitchen, and then in a year or 2 eventually we're going to have a bigger house built up here on a pad that was left where an 1,800 square foot trailer used to sit. Out here, this great big pile that you see over here, this was all the trash that was inside the building whenever we bought it. So Matt and I came out one day and spent all day dragging all this crap out and pushed it all out here. Right now, what we're waiting on, it's about, I don't know, 10:30 in the morning. We're waiting on Matt's dad to get here with a backhoe. He's already came up and brush hogged for us once. He's bringing a backhoe in. We're going to dig a great big hole back here. And we're basically going to push everything off into the hole, burn what we can, and bury the rest. We're trying to see how frugally we can do everything, and paying to have all the stuff hauled out was just not an option for us. So we're trying to do things as economically feasible. I don't know what the word is. It's cheap. We're trying to be cheap. We just want to be cheap. So there's lots of crap everywhere. You can look around. There's a hot tub if anybody needs a hot tub. The bulldozers just left these big piles of stuff. I don't know how long it took these people to accumulate all this stuff, but this is it. So here's a hole in the ground right here. I'll go ahead and show my fire pit. And I had bricks and stuff around my little hole in the ground. That's what I cooked on for 6 weeks. If you think it's easy to start a fire and you've never started one, you should think again, because hours I spent out here trying to start fires, and I learned a lot by that process. So the land is actually really pretty. There's a ton of trees, as you can see. We have blackjack oaks on this place everywhere. I found 4 walnut trees yesterday out digging around. There's 2 dry creek beds that converge in the back with an area that we're gonna try to eventually turn into a pond, maybe. We're kind of into homesteading, so I'm kind of itching to get chickens and maybe a goat, that sort of thing. But while it's trashed like this, we're not going to. We're going to wait until it gets cleaned up some more. But so, like I said, we wanted to do some videos about the cleanup. We've watched tons of videos on YouTube about other homesteaders and things that people are doing on their places, and just kind of wanted to share. We'll do another video later about the foreclosure.com process and how all that worked. It was kind of great for us. I mean, we found a great price. This was a great price of land, almost 5 acres with utilities for $10,000. So we'll do another video about that later, kind of explain how all that worked. If you have any questions about any of it, feel free to leave those in the comment section. And we hope you guys will come along for the ride and see how things change and how much better it gets. So we'll see you next time.